7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
We're talking negotiating this morning. Negotiating for the best deal, whether it's for a car, to lower your bills, or maybe even the next time you visit a store. But you can't do it if you don't have the right tools. The author of ImprovEdge's Edge has some tips that can help us. Karen Hough, great to see you.
Hey, good to see you,
Thanks
Amy.
for coming to visit us.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I love this because you're going to talk to us about places that you can negotiate specifically that you wouldn't even think. And I think the one that was most surprising to me is at a department store. You would never think to negotiate at a department store, right?
Yes.
But you can.
You can.
Okay.
You can absolutely do it. I think that what improv brings to this is that improvisers are willing to be flexible, think on their feet, and think larger in a setting that looks really closed down like a store. So if negotiators hang on to that improv idea, we can do much better. So the key here in a place like Macy's or even a grocery store, Amy, is that if you say, what can you do for me? Or I hear you're having a sale next weekend. How about extending that to me now? I'm a very loyal customer.
Right.
The worst they can say is no. But very often they will absolutely play ball with you. There's some other great things that you can do as well. You can be really creative about what you want to do. So if you were in a furniture store, you could say, wow, I'm really interested in buying a bedroom set today, and I see that you have a sale next week. Can you extend that? But hey, listen, you know, I'm also interested in getting a whole bunch of lamps for my home, so what if we bundled it all together and maybe you gave me a deal? So there's lots of ways. The key is to ask. There's an issue called price tag syndrome. Have you ever heard of this?
Is this where you just see the price tag and you just assume?
And you think that's it.
Right.
That's it. Price tag syndrome tells you, oh, I see the number, I can't do anything about it. But if you ask a question, there's a lot you can do about it. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's just about having really the nerve, right? Or sort of just building up the confidence to ask and be proactive about it.
Absolutely. One of the best stories I ever heard was one of the most creative improvisational things. A man got an apartment that was one floor above a furniture store. He had no furniture. He walked in and said, I'm never here on the weekends. Why don't you furnish my apartment for free, and you can use my apartment as a showroom every single weekend?
Oh my gosh.
They said yes.
Oh my gosh.
He got an entire apartment of free furniture because he thought creatively. He thought improvisationally and thought, you know what, it's not just about the price tag, it's about what I can do for them. He gave them something they needed because they needed to show off their furniture in a great setting. And he needed an apartment full of furniture.
And it worked out well. Okay, let's talk lowering our bills, because I've actually used this trick before. I've called my cell phone provider and I've said, look, I'm going to make a switch. This other company is offering to cut my bill in half. Can you help me? And I was shocked about how quickly they were like, absolutely, we can.
Absolutely. And more in places like your phone bill, even your gas bill, anything like that, they're desperate to hold on to their customers because there's a lot of competition in the market. So the key is just pick up the phone and call. Again, the worst they can say is no. And if you never ask, you'll never get.
A lot of times we're just too lazy to do it, right? We let months go by and we think, oh, I should have done that sooner. I could have saved a lot of money.
Right, exactly. And another place is anytime you're getting a service at your home. Sometimes we get 3 estimates for a sprinkler system or to do some work in our house. And the key is to look at the person you're choosing. You know, say you chose the one in the middle and said, I like this number, but what can you do for me? They will knock 10% off of that faster than you can say boo. Okay, and now the big thing with car dealerships is everybody tells you, no haggle pricing, that's the price. Can you still haggle? Absolutely. We just did. My husband's really good at this. And so there was a car that we wanted. We went to another dealer and we said, oh, we love this car, but I got to tell you, we're getting such a great deal across the way. We are going to have to get this car. And he said, well, maybe I can bring it down a little. He kept bringing it down because we kept threatening to walk. And then finally we said, well, you know what, thank you, you got within $1,000 of the other price, but they have a remote start, and you don't. And so he put it in for free. To get the deal. So we were really close. We got the car we actually wanted for a great number. It's just a matter of continuing the conversation, telling them what you want. I want to take her shopping with me. But unfortunately, we can't all do that. So in the meantime, pick up Karen's book. And how can folks find this? It's on Amazon. It's also on our website, ImprovEdge.com. ImprovEdge.com. Great stuff. Karen Hough, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. We appreciate your time. You bet. Have a good day. You too.